my beautiful people. This is Sylvia Giza talking to you, your spiritual coach, and I'm gonna be talking today about Kundalini, right? And I invite you today for beautiful journey about Kundalini awakening. So I'm not sure if you hear me because I hear myself differently today. So maybe I drink some water. Cheers to you. I have no idea what I'm gonna be talking, but I will be talking. Okay, my beautiful people. So let me feel. Take with me breath. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, love, and exhale, gratitude. Inhale, love, and exhale, gratitude. Inhale, love, deep, 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 and exhale, gratitude. So, I have experienced Kundalini since, like, I had full awakening of Kundalini in 2009. That was in March 2009. But before Kundalini awakening, I had many all kinds of symptoms before, so probably maybe 20 years ago. And when I was born, when I was little, I had totally different, experience, also spontaneous awakening, but in my consciousness. So when I came here, I totally feel different than other people, because I was so conscious of my body and I was so conscious of my environment that I can feel all the people emotions, right? So like some of us who came here to help to transform this Mother Earth, some of us have this, all of us has this experience, like we are more sensitive, right? So today what I was gonna talk to you, I would like to talk to you about Kriyas, right? So Kriyas are like spontaneous movement in the body. So but first because I didn't talk about Kundalini before, so I was talking about Kundalini before in Polish language, and then later when I want to say in English the same, it's totally different story. So whenever I start to say the same thing, to translate from Poland to English, it's totally different, because English is my second language, so I speak different, I use different words and it's totally different. So whatever I'm gonna be speaking to you about Kundalini, I will be speaking from my own experience. So I'm not speaking from reading the books. I'm just talking about from my experience. Everything won't come. I'm gonna be speaking about Kundalini. It's gonna be from my experience. Okay. In my vision, Kundalini, it's a God energy, God intelligence in our body. So all people have Kundalini, but not a lot of people has awakened Kundalini. And when they have awakened Kundalini, they know about this. And also, to awaken Kundalini, to be able to awaken to Kundalini, because that was question many people ask, how to awaken Kundalini. So first of all, you have to control your mind. So when you start controlling your mind and control and use affirmation, so this is one thing, and the other thing is balance your emotions. So we know, everybody knows that we have emotional body, right? So we need to balance the emotions. So we got like physical body, we got mental body, emotional body, astral body, eternal body, and we got all kinds of different bodies, which where that it's like we don't see it, but we have all those bodies, right? So when we control our mind and when we balance our emotions and we love ourselves, this is the first, love ourselves. The more we love ourselves, then the more we are quicker to awaken Kundalini, right? So self-love is the most important thing, mind control, and then which is controlling your mind, so nobody else controls your mind, you control your mind, and balance the emotions, right? So on my website, or actually I got video in English, my first, maybe second or third video in English about mastering of the emotions. It's on YouTube, so you can watch this video. Maybe I will do another video which I explain more about that. But what I was gonna talk about this today, there is like a lot of people are got different idea about Kundalini. So for example, a lot of people they look on the internet, right? And this is like, for me it's so funny, because they look on the internet, and when they see on the internet those Kriyas, which is like spontaneous movement of the body, right? They are like afraid of the Kundalini, and they got like all kinds of not so nice ideas about Kundalini, that someone is possessed or something go inside the body, or all kinds of stuff which is like not nice, but this is actually got intelligence. So this is for the people, all the people who thinks that's like someone is possessed or something. I just want to clarify this, okay? And I'm gonna explain to you how this process works, so you will understand this, right? So for example, when the God energy, this energy inside your body, which everybody has, awakens, right? And this energy is in your back. So like Yogananda said one time, actually in the movie, there was like, he said that God lives in your back, right? So this is actually true. So Kundalini lives, actually it's living in your tailbone, on the back of your back, right? So everybody has it. So when it's awakened, it's going through all your chakras, and start to opening and clearing your chakras and opening your chakras more. So then you are more connected to the universe, and then your consciousness is more open, and the more Kundalini is clearing your chakras and all your nadis in your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, which is your aura and which is your mind, right? So when Kundalini clears all these blockages in the nadi, in the parasympathetic symptom system and sympathetic nervous system, right? Parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system, which is aura, and which is also your mind, and which is also your Merkaba, which is vehicle. When it's actually Merkaba, it's actually created by Kundalini, then you can move your body wherever you want, because you got so high in your frequency that you can even move your body, you can teleportate or do whatever, all kinds of stuff, right? So it's important, parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system. So when Kundalini is awakened, right, it's going through the nadis. So we can all search on the internet. You can see the nadis, how this looks in the books or on the internet, right? And when Kundalini awakens, going through the nadi, to your in the nervous system, right? And clearing all these blockages. And the moment, for example, when Kundalini hit the blockage, and it's firing the blockage, and it's like nivelating, I don't know how to say in English, but it's like firing and the blockages disappear. So the same moment the blockage disappear, there is like spontaneous movement and there is like a shaking in the body. So the same time when there is shaking in the body, the same time the blockages is gone. So, and some other people, they think this, some person is possessed, but this is the energy, because the energy is so strong and the energy is very powerful. So when the energy, which is God consciousness, is so powerful, they can move your body inside. So that's why you got all these kriyas, all this spontaneous movement. So when the Kundalini is awakened, you got all kinds of yoga movement, yoga postures, mudras, all kinds of mudras. For example, I had all kinds of movement like this, I have to move my body and like this, and this is because the energy is in the body and it's going through the nadis, and when they hit the blockage, it's actually firing the blockage, and the same moment it's shaking of the body, and then blockage disappear and the shaking stops, and this person can feel better, and this person doesn't have any pain, and before that the person has pain. So when Kundalini awakens in your body, you will start to have Kriyas, which is spontaneous movement of the body, right? And then you will have usually you have Kriyas because when you go to some center where there's like a lot of people, the Kundalini is clearing you, and then it's clearing other people. So for example, in the old times, many centuries ago, right? Like, I don't know how long ago, people has Kundalini, and they go like where it's like more people, and they got this shaking. Somebody from the outside, they thought they are possessed, but they have actually Kundalini, and this person which has Kundalini was clearing actually this person who was actually judging this person, okay? So this is how this was, and this is how it is, okay? So people from outside, they don't totally understand this person, because this person got Kundalini and it's shaking because it's actually clearing this person blockages, and this person has totally no idea. So that's why I just want to show you how this really works. So, and the doctors, nobody, there is no a lot of people who knows about that. And when they have shakings or something, they go to the doctors, and the doctors say this is it, and this is it, and this is it, and this actually gives the person all kinds of medication, and which is actually not good for Kundalini, because Kundalini, when start working in the person's body, has to start working. It start working, so has to work. So it doesn't matter if that person take medication or something, it's either worse for that person. So this is what I want to clarify about Kundalini. That's when it's like Kriyas shaking or something. This is just clearing the blockages inside the body on the nervous system, parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system, which is on the subconscious level. So we don't see it, but when someone got awakened, third eye can see it and can feel it, right? So this is I want to tell you, because there is like a lot of information about that. This is totally different story. So, when I saw this story, I was just laughing, because this is actually God intelligence, and everybody was talking, there is like someone is like possessed or something, because they don't understand the process. So that's why I'm telling you how this process works. And this is okay. And how Kundalini is, how Kundalini looks, because I can see how Kundalini looks. So I will be jumping a little bit because this is my second video, or not too many videos in English, and I just wanna, like, go into this English version of myself. But what I was gonna say, that's, for example, how Kundalini looks. So first I was seeing, before, like 2009, I was seeing, maybe from 2000, I was seeing the light, and the light looks like a pyramid, like a triangle. Okay, so there is like a triangle, right? Triangle, and there is like a, this is like a geometric forms. Okay, and on the beginning, on the front of this triangle, is like a light. So the light, and there's like a triangle, but this is like a sacred geometric form, so it's like geometry. Okay, so I was seeing actually like this light in front of me, and then few years later I was seeing this light inside of me. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can see this light inside of me. And then one night I was like, I used to have all the times back pain, right? So one video I will do about symptoms of the Kundalini, but I just want to tell you this. So when you have Kundalini, usually you have back pain. It's connected to back pain. So I usually have back pain since I was like 5, right? I remember I was watching cartoons when I was 5 or 6, and I got like back pain, and I was like, I do exercise, I do all kinds of kid stuff, I play, and I do like gymnastic with my dad, so I was like pretty fit and everything, and I got like back pain all the time. So since I was 5, so I didn't know that was actually one of the symptoms of Kundalini, right? So let me tell you. So one day a few years I was seeing this light in front of me. So I was actually going to the basement because it was like dark, and then I was like seeing this light, and I'm like, what is this light? I didn't know in the beginning what is this light. So I was like, what is this light? So I was like walking around this light from this side, if this is mine or this is what is this light? I didn't know. So it's so funny. I was like going around this light, and I'm like, what is this moving with me? So when I go there, the light is there. So that was like so funny for me in the beginning. And then I was seeing this light like few years, and then one day I got back pain, and I was laying in the bed, and I was like, I had back pain, and I was meditating, right? Because before this full awakening Kundalini, I was meditating maybe for 10-15 years. I don't remember how long, but I was meditating for quite so long, but I didn't know about Kundalini before. I got like spontaneous awakening, and then I find out this is Kundalini, right? So anyways, I was meditating, I was doing meditation every day, but I didn't know about Kundalini. so anyway, then I find out about Kundalini when I got all this spontaneous movement, and I was looking spontaneous movement, and then I find out this is Kundalini, right? But what I wanted to say, so when I got this back pain, I lay down in my bed, and then I see, I close my eyes, then I see the same light in my back, and the same light that was before awakening, full awakening of Kundalini, maybe 2005 or something. And then I was seeing this light inside this triangle, with this light in front of this triangle, and this triangle was like going inside my body, and it's like going through I was thinking my back, but it was going through the nervous system, right? Because at that time I didn't know about that. So, and then I see that the light was actually, I was like, through my mind, I was thinking like that the light will heal my back. And actually the light healed my back, right? So this is normal for Kundalini, but in the beginning, when I didn't know about that was kind of like strange, because I figured out, okay, so if this light is like doing quickly stuff, like in your body, it's like doing this, all this, it's like working on your nervous system, right? So you can see everything, right? So what it's doing, what kind of like forms, it's like moving around and do this and do this. It's like clearing your nervous system, so you can do that, you can see that, right? So then with my mind, I said, okay, so I heal my back now, right? So this light will start working on this part, on the blockage, and then maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes later I got relief, and the blockages actually was disappear, right? So this was, so I want to talk to you about Kriyas. So Kriyas are shanking of the bodies, because the light inside of your body is clearing your Kriyas are movement of the body, spontaneous movement of the body, because this power actually inside your body wants to clear your whole nervous system, right? And it's clearing your nervous system from this life and from the past lives, right? So not only from this. And when this kriyas actually happen, you can say to yourself mantra, which is Ho'oponopono mantras, because sometimes you can have pain, or you get lack in some position like this, or have to put your legs, you know, you can put, sometimes your legs will go around you, and you can have all kinds of different postures, right? But when you have this, you can say to yourself mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, right? And then Kundalini will start easier. Will be not so aggressive, for example, right? Because in the beginning, when you got activated, the Kundalini energy, you don't know what's going on with you. You got spontaneous movement, all kinds of happening to you, all kinds of stuff happening to you, and you don't know what's going on. So this is when Kundalini is more aggressive in the beginning, because when it's awakened, it's like full force and wants to clear quickly your body. So you need to just breathe, right? Like breathe and say this mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, right? And when you say this mantra, then the Kundalini will start slower and will work nicely on your body, and you will feel better, right? And usually when you got this clearing also, then from the past life you can have vision from this past life, that you can be, you were like some kind of, whatever. I got, like, I was Indian, and then I was from Mongolia, and all kinds of, kind of past lives, right? So when you have kriyas, just align and please do not resist. Just go, whatever. If Kundalini wants to go this way, you go this way. When Kundalini is shaking, you're shaking, right? So whatever is happening to your body, you just align to, because this is happening to you because the spirit wants to align in your body. But if wants to align to your body, the spirit, the Kundalini wants to clear all your blockages from the parasympathetic sympathetic nervous system. Okay, so parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, right, is also your aura. It's also your akashic records. It's also your mind, right? So you got, and it's also Merkaba. So this is the same thing. Okay. To awaken Kundalini, right? To awaken Kundalini, self-love, controlling the mind, balance the emotion, and do sun gazing. So on my Facebook, I show people, and I teach about sun gazing also, and maybe I will do one video about sun gazing. So I will show you tell you about how to do sun gazing, or you can search on internet, but you start from 5 seconds, okay? And the next day another 5 seconds, no more, okay? And only in the hours in the sunrise, and hour in the sunset, right? Okay, so for now I just want to talk to you about kriyas and I'm talking about everything. But I love you so much, sending you much love, right? I love you. Yeah? I love you. I love you. And I see you next time. Check my website, my beautiful people, sylviagiza.com, and I do also consultation with people. I do I am spiritual coach, so I do all kinds of consultation. I do session, and I also do activation, which is like activation of light body, right? So you can contact me at sylviagiza.com, or you can contact me on my Facebook, Sylvia Giza, or Kundalini Awakening, or Universal Love and Understanding. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Bye bye.